Yeah, I'm about to step in the ring for the fight of my life. Hit my knees and I strap on my gloves. Boy, I've been prepping since like I was 7. And thing is, I'm already covered in blood. Walking in love, this for the ones who've been stuck in the mud. Searching for hope, trust me, I know what it feel like to drown in my problems. But God came and threw me the rope. Can't wait to look in his eyes. All of my life I've been battling lies. I found the truth and took off my disguise. Come from my head, I still live for the prize. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was in the city going down, trying to blow. Everything changed when I learned to let it go. Hopping on stage, I ain't in it for the show. Only got one life, so I gotta let them know. Talk about real. I seen a man's whole bad hill. I seen a woman drooling out the mouth. I seen the demons in her cast it out. I seen my brother throw his hoe, vaping the lake. Seen smooth heal from the dark. I seen the spirit change my own heart. Can't tell it all, but this a good start. Christopher.
Laugh the most, I feel like everyone makes me laugh, but probably Lauren and Audrey and Blair and Kamira and all of them.
Laugh the most is probably, there's 3 people, Caroline, Lauren and Blair. I can just look at them and I'll start laughing.
It's definitely Blair or Melrose. I can't choose.
Laugh the most is Kamira or Carol. They're just really funny and giggly all the time. And Kamira always is cracking jokes, like at the wrong times.
Who on the team most likely to forget something important for a game is probably Melrose or Kamira.
The person who's most likely to forget something before a game is definitely Kamira, whether it's a knee pad or a pair of spandex or her warm-up.
Probably me. I've left my shoes a couple times before games, and one time I had to wear my mom's. It was not a good thing.
For a game would be Kamira. I love her, but I feel like she's always forgetting stuff. Or me, to be honest.
Who has the most dramatic reactions during a game is Ava, because every time she gets a block, she actually goes crazy and it's so funny.
The person that has the most dramatic reactions during games is probably me.
Oh gosh. Who has the most dramatic reactions during games is probably Kamira. I feel like every single time I get a block or something, she makes a really funny face. Or Ava. Ava makes good reactions too whenever she gets a kill.
Me. I have the most dramatic reactions during games. Absolutely. I death drop, for Pete's sake.
The most weird superstition somebody on the team has is, I'll hear Mia say all the time that she can't wash her stuff because last time she washed her stuff, she played really bad, so she just has to keep it stinky.
Who has the most intense talks? Please don't kill me, but I'm gonna have to say Coach Nicole. Sometimes we'll be so locked in and I'll have no idea what she's saying, but it works half the time, or most of the time.
Most intense pep talks that never make sense is definitely Kamira. I don't know what she's saying like 90% of the time.
I think Kamira and Mia give the best pep talks, even if sometimes they don't make sense. More like Kamira when they don't make sense, because sometimes she just says things and everyone's kind of like, what? Who gives the most intense pep talks is definitely Nicole, because she'll get like really into it in the huddle and say funny things like, let's take the team to Pound Town that we're playing against. How has this team became like a family to me? I would say just being together like every day for the past 4 years. We've gotten really close as a team, and they are my family. We see each other at practice every day and at tournaments, and I just couldn't do it without them, so I'm thankful for their support. Who has supported me through my volleyball career to this point is definitely my parents. They come to all my games, all my tournaments, even though they probably didn't want to spend all their weekends watching me play volleyball, but they did it anyway, so I really appreciate them. Okay. Who has had the biggest impact on me as a player? I'll just say my mom, because through all of it, she's been there for me through the like rough games, the rough practices. I can always go to her and she'll always be there to support me and just keep me in the right mindset that it's just a game, and she'll always support me. What are my plans after high school? I plan to attend WKU. and I want to rush, and I want to become a speech-language pathologist, preferably at a school because I want to work with kids. What will I miss most about playing high school volleyball is, I think, just the feeling of like being on the court and getting a great play and having your student section and your whole school and your team just be there for you and be really happy.
What has being a part of this program meant to me is I've just developed so many good friendships with so many people, and I just love seeing them every single day, and I just love all the connections that I've made with everyone. Who has supported me through my volleyball career to this point is definitely my family. My parents and my siblings come to like every single game that they can, and my grandparents too, so I'm very lucky to have a support system like that. Who has had the biggest impact on me as a player is probably my family, just because no matter how I do in a game or anything, I know they'll still always support me and just be proud of me in everything I do. This team has become a family to me because no matter what happens, I can always go to each of them, and I know that they'll always support me, and I know that I'll stay friends with them even after my volleyball career is over. My plans after high school is I'm going to go to Western Kentucky University, and I want to study dental hygiene and become a dental hygienist. What I'll miss most about this is definitely just seeing these girls every single day. I feel like I just have so many funny stories after practice every single day, and I'm going to really miss that.
Being a part of this program has meant having a family that I can just forget everything that's happening in my life and coming to something that I know will always love and support me throughout everything. Who has had the biggest impact on me as a player? I would have to say my middle school coaches, Coach Williams and Coach Loris, believed in me whenever I didn't believe in myself, and they've just truly shaped me and helped me get my start. How has this team become like a family to me? I've known these girls most of my life. I've played with them on like numerous occasions, from rec to middle school to now, and we've just developed such a bond that it's just irreplaceable. My current plan after high school is to go to nursing school and become an RN. My mom has definitely been my biggest supporter. I couldn't have done anything without her. She's been my rock, my shoulder. After we lost a game, the person I go to after we win a game, and all the coaches I've had in my life, they have been a true staple to who I am as a volleyball player.
On you as a player and why?
The people who have had the biggest impact on me are definitely my family. My parents are always my biggest supporters, and definitely my grandparents. They've been with me through everything. And my sister, she is one of the toughest coaches that I've ever had. And just having them on the sidelines cheering me on makes me a better person. The thing that I will miss most from high school volleyball is just the family that it brings and the community that comes in to watch all of our games and to cheer us on. My biggest supporters throughout my volleyball career is definitely my family. Thank you for always being there for me and cheering me on no matter what the circumstance. Thank you to my mom and dad for driving me to all the games and just cheering me on. Thank you for my grandparents. You'll always hear my grandpa up in the stands whistling, and my grandma, you'll always see her coming down to give me a hug after the game. And I also want to give a shout out to my sister for always watching me, even though she does live close to Cincinnati. I just want to say thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being the biggest supporter and the best big sister you could ever be. Okay. After high school, I plan to go into architectural sciences in hopes of being an architect at WKU.
Probably my parents. They always take me to tournaments, take me here. They had to drive me to practices before I could drive. It's just a lot of time and energy, and I'm really thankful for them being here for that. The person that's had the most impact on me as a player is probably Nicole. She was here for the past 3 seasons, and she just helped me a lot as a player, and I feel like she's always there for us too. She wants us to have fun, and she's just a great coach. This team's become like a family to me, just with like how close everyone is. I've like quite literally my best friends are all on this team, and they're just all so supportive and fun and sweet, and I just love them a lot. My plans after high school are to go to college, not sure where yet, and then I'd like to go the pre-med route. The thing I'll miss the most about high school volleyball is I probably won't be playing it much after this. I'll miss my friends a lot, probably the most.
Who has supported me through my volleyball career at this point would definitely be my mother, Emma. She has literally inspired me so much, and I would not be the woman I am today without her. And just knowing that she's in the stands always makes me so happy, so definitely my mom. This team has become a family to me because everyone is there for each other, and no matter what, we always know that we have each other's backs, and I'm gonna miss them so much. I definitely do have plans I want to do after high school. I want to I want to go to college to further my education. Right now I'm looking at WKU. But as far as what I want to be, I don't know specifically yet, but I know I want to follow my dreams and be successful and do something I love. What I will miss the most about playing high school volleyball would be all the relationships I've made with my coaches, with my friends on the team, and really overall just the great environment that I always have when I walk into this gym.
Okay. This is for you. You know who you are. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Who would I like to give shout outs to? My mom, my dad, my grandma Maul. All of y'all know her. She always screams at all the games. All my past Bravo coaches, and just all the coaches I've ever had, especially Nicole and Lauren, Prof, Katie, and Nat, just for being there for me the past 4 years.
I want to give a shout out to just my whole family, my sister, my brother, my mom, my dad, McLean, and my grandparents. They always come to like every single game that they can. And I also want to shout out Audrey and Lauren. I told them I'd do this. This is for y'all, but I'm gonna miss y'all a lot, and I'm just gonna miss every single person.
I would like to give a shout out to Coach Nat. I know you've been waiting for this one. Thank you for being somebody that I could always lean to, and just somebody that's always helped me throughout everything in life. Big shout out to Coach Lindsay and Coach Caleb. You guys have been there for me for so long and saw something in me that I never saw. And of course, a shout out to Coach Nicole. And a shout out to my best friend, Melrose. You've been with me throughout everything, and I couldn't have asked for somebody better to go through this with.
That I would like to give a shout out to is definitely Miss Wyatt. Thank you for always being there for me from freshman to senior year. I will never forget about you, even past high school. I hope that we can still stay in touch. I will miss you so, so, so much.
The person I want to shout out the most would be my mom and my best friends that I've made on this team, especially Kamira, because I would not be here where I am today without them, and I think they encourage me so much. I shout out Audrey, Sadie, Lauren, Lila, and Alex, and I'm going to miss y'all so much, and I'm so glad of the sisterhood that we all share together.
Shout out to Blair, because apparently, wait, no, cut that. Shout out to Blair, she's my best friend, and to Lauren and Audrey, because y'all got this next year, and I love you a lot, so.
A funny or embarrassing moment that I'll never forget. It wasn't really embarrassing for me, but it was when Kamira fell down the bleachers this year, and that was like the funniest moment in my life, probably.
My favorite memory from volleyball is whenever all of the Greenwood team went over to the middle school to cheer them on playing against Bowling Green, and Kamira decided to do a chant and she face planted into the bleachers.
Is probably Kamira falling down the stairs at the Drakes game. That was really funny.
Would have to be Kamira falling down the steps at the Drakes Creek game.
And I was starting a cheer, and I was trying to run up the bleachers, and I missed a step, and I fell flat on my face. Insert clip here.